Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Happy.
Are you okay? Wait, I know you. You're Vijay.
Speaking.
Vijay, what happened to you, Vijay? Where are you coming from?
Party.
Oh, what party?
Christmas party.
Oh, what's all this smell? Vijay, get up, Vijay. Where is your room? I'll take you to your room. Where is your room?
Kattangal.
What? Kattangal?
E-hostel.
Oh, E-hostel. Come. Vijay, what happened to you, Vijay? You are not the person I remember.
What a coincidence. I also don't remember it.
Vijay, I am Rohan. We played football together in the common room in first year. Don't you remember?
Rohan!
Vijay, what happened to you, Vijay? What is this?
Problems, man. Lot of problems. You know her? She left me. And for that guy, she left me.
For which guy?
His name is Daniel. Oh, Daniel.
Vijay, calm down.
You know, she thinks he's better than me. That guy. I may not be placed, okay? And I also have two black clouds also.
You mean you have two backlogs?
Actually, three.
Oh.
But and you know, I know what he does in his room when he's alone. She doesn't know. I know. We are all the same, I tell you.
Oh, so that's the problem, huh?
That is where the problem started. You know, before it was her. Now I made new friends.
Who?
Look up, man. What you know, in a way, she and this one are same. They made me happy for some time. And then I am all alone again.
But Vijay, alcohol is not the solution to any of your problem.
I also know that. This solution is not the solution to my problems. But it makes the pain bearable.
Vijay, you know you're making things just worse for yourself.
Relax, man. What? I barely have 2 pets. No, 3. Actually, yeah, 3.
Just hold on, I have a call coming. Hello? Papa. Actually, I'm just outside. Yeah. Can I call you back in 10 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye, Papa. Bye. Yeah, Vijay.
Who was it?
That was my daddy.
Daddy?
Yes.
He calls you?
Of course, my daddy.
Good. I also have a daddy. He and we haven't talked for 3 months now.
Oh, that's sad.
But who can blame him? Who would want this as his son? That depressing stories.
Vijay, what are you...
Wait a minute, man. What was your name again?
Rohan.
Rohan. I need a favor from you.
What?
Can I have 100 rupees.
Why?
I'm feeling thirsty. I need some juice.
Oh, come on, Vijay. Get a hold of yourself. I mean, we all have struggles in life. Life is not a bed of roses after all. Even I struggle in my academics. I'm not placed. But this is not the way, Vijay. What you need is a fresh perspective.
Perspective. Perspective is this. I will tell you what perspective is. It is nothing. Perspective is pointless. You know, whatever we do, we cannot make any change in this world. Oh, you don't understand? I will tell you. Monday. A, F, D, B. Tuesday. B, G, E,
C.
C. You see? It's all an endless loop. And one more thing. What is the point of this perspective in this messed up world? Huh?
Vijay, see, that's not true, Vijay.
Oh, shut up. Vijay, I will tell you what it is. You listen. I will tell you.
Why is there suffering? Why is there so much strife? Is peace too much to ask? Why is there evil? Why doesn't justice rule? Why do millions starve? Why so much pain? Why this mindless violence? Why this life in a way? Tell me why. Why is there heartbreak? Why is life so unfair? Why this aimless race? Is there no meaning? Will nothing satisfy? Is this an endless loop? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Why can't I feel this void that I can't express? Oh, there must be more to life. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Is there an answer? Or is hope a dream? And joy a fleeting chase?
Vijay, I understand you, Vijay. I totally understand. But you see, Vijay, all of that you just talked about, all of the oppression, the violence, all discrimination, poverty, war and violence, Vijay, we are the primary cause behind it. We are the primary cause. I mean, how can we just keep blaming everybody else all the time? Can you not see this, the selfish nature within us, the reckless actions that we do, the lust, the greed that longs in our hearts, the sin? Can you not see it, Vijay? I mean, we are all in this deep pit of darkness, Vijay, and no one can plead innocent. No one. Okay, let's be honest, Vijay. You and I know the kind of thoughts and tendencies we nurture within ourselves, the kind of filth that we are capable of cultivating within us. You know it, Vijay. You know it. This pitiable state that you and I find myself in, that all of us finds ourselves in, is a consequence, Vijay, a consequence of a choice that we willingly made each time we chose bad over good, no matter how big or how small.
So what are you saying? That I should just continue living this sorry life? And that, well, there is no answer. I should continue living as this hollow man that I am?
No, Vijay, thankfully not. Our lives make sense only in the light of eternity, when we understand that we are part of God's grand plan. I mean, man will invariably fail us. He always does. But God, no, He cannot. It is only when we submit our broken and shattered lives to Him will life make sense, Vijay.
I don't have time for your myths and fairy tales, okay? You tell God cares for us, eh? Then why is He so far away from us? Huh? You tell God loves us. Then why does He let us live in this sorry state of life? Huh? Why doesn't He make a way?
I'm so glad you asked, Vijay. Tell me, Vijay, what do you think the Christmas story is all about?
Christmas? What has that got to do with anything?
You tell me, Vijay.
Well, Christmas, you know, Christmas is a time when we get free. And also, there are trees and gifts are also there. And, how can I forget? Man, Christmas is incomplete without cakes. I should tell you that. No cake means no Christmas. Back home, my friends and I, we used to dress as Santa. We used to go to house and house, sing and dance. And we got some money, but that's besides the point. And I think, some person was also born. I'm not really sure.
Vijay, you've missed out on the point completely. Christmas is not about trees or cakes or the gifts or Santa or wine or booze. It's about none of that. It's about God who became man and came down into this broken world as Jesus Christ, so that our broken lives, our shattered lives, could be made whole and perfect, Vijay. And you know what? Christmas is about God coming near to us, Vijay. He is not far from us.
What are you saying, man? Really? How is this possible?
Okay, I know you don't still understand, but I'll explain in a better way. Come on.
Life is a series of accidents that ends on a deathbed with just oblivion ahead. But when you're there, staring into the face of death, will you ever know there was more to life than you ever thought? You see, God created you. He is the reason you exist. You were in His mind before you were ever conceived in this world He designed. And through His creation, He lavished His love upon mankind with the deepest pleasures their hearts could possibly find. He made the stars also. He named each one. Little did they know He had just begun to reveal to the world glimpses of His glory and weave them right into this grand story. Above all else, He gave you one great gift that nobody could replace, that nobody could give. It was the gift of surpassing joy in knowing and being loved by the one who created all things. But sin separated you that fateful day. It broke His heart to watch you drift away. In shame you hid yourself from Him. The fountain of all joy was now just a memory. So you began to search for anything that could satisfy your inner longing for that deep joy. But when the search wore you out, you found every bitter thing sweet and settled instead for mere sex, drink, and weed. And so you carved gods out of money, gods out of work, gods out of yourself to grant your every lustful urge. Gods that could never satisfy you, but always demanded more. Gods that left you more desperate than before. And when you had tried everything this world could offer, you realized you still felt empty inside. That glaring vacuum in your heart grew far too palpable to hide. If only you would turn to see the love He loved you with from eternity, you'd begin to see how you never truly live until you know Him and know the love that He can give. For He loves you just as you are, despite all that you have done so far. And so, we come to the Christmas story. Under a sky, dark and starry, was born a little boy, the cause of all our joy. As part of His grand plan, Jesus came in the form of man. The almighty voice of God was now a baby's noisy ball. He who owned all lands now slept in Mary's hands. He lived and preached love. He was purer than a dove. The sick came to be healed. His great power He revealed. The leaders hated Him though, for He challenged the status quo. They caught and nailed Him to a cross. It seemed His mission was lost cause. But this was God's plan from before time began. You see, our sins couldn't go unpunished. For His name we had tarnished. So Jesus took our punishment, even though He was innocent. He made our darkness His own. He bore all our sins alone. He who sat on heaven's throne laid on a cross and painfully groaned. Finally, He gave up His breath. Finally, He surrendered to death. He died in our place for the whole of human race. But the story doesn't end there. On the third day, as the sun rose, Christ defeated death and arose, so that anyone who believed in Him could have a chance to truly live. God's love, of every love, the best, He's lavished on all, from east to west.